Yo, what is up, everyone? This is Records and Rants with Ice and Dixon. I am Ice. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. I actually listened to Pixies' Doolittle today, and we're going to be discussing that, one of Dixon's favorite albums, of course. And we're also going to be talking about Record Store Day 2022, which was my first. I'm sure it's been Dixon's probably 20th by now, so we're going to dive into that as well, see what we picked up. And with me, as always, to help me through this show is Dixon. How are you?
Ice. It's great. Unorthodox Friday afternoon show. I love it. Drive time Friday afternoon.
Yeah, so I hope that you guys tune in like while you're on your way home from work or something. Just listen to our soothing voices as we come through your car stereo.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so what's been going on? What's new with you?
What is new? Not much. Finally got onto Truth Social.
Oh my goodness.
That was, yeah.
Oh
It
my
was,
god.
yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
Little upset about it because you got onto Truth Social before I did. That's all right. It's all good. And I only got on because it officially launched. So everybody who was in line seemed like to get on to get on,
So
get in.
I was a beta tester, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you're definitely a beta.
Yeah,
Definitely a beta.
I knew you were gonna friggin' say that. Yeah, well,
No,
you got the beta part right on there.
I haven't really spent much time on it, but I heard that Trump kind of shook the ground last night or the night before with his Kofefi return post.
Yeah, I saw that. He loves that. He loves that Kofefi. Quick question. What the hell could that? Because nothing autocorrects to that, and you have to try to type that in. So
it's probably like 5:30 in the morning. He's getting up off of the toilet and like you just like press something and it's sent.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. You know what I was thinking though too. You ever
yeah.
You know how you type in passwords and they're like weird, but then like your iPhone recognizes it and you might accidentally type something and then it like auto finishes for you. What if that's like one of his passwords?
Oh my God. Well, see, that's interesting. You said that. It's funny because I just saw a post the other day. It was like Trump has no computer. We were talking about that. We've talked about this before.
Yeah. That's right.
He has no computer. He has no at home or work. Like he has nothing. So the only password I think he would have is like probably to like his email. And he probably only gets out on his phone.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable. I can't. Oh my. How the? I cannot fathom working in the modern age without a computer.
It's insane, and I love the post too because just him in front of Mar-a-Lago, like real far away, like you had to walk like really far from it.
Okay, stand very far. We're getting this whole. I want everything. I want it to be a big, beautiful landscape right behind me. And
That's
then
yeah.
Okay, very good. Now I'm going to be looking down at the phone. Okay.
It probably only took like one version. Like, okay, yeah, this is good. I don't think there's multiple takes. It's just one.
Oh, for sure. That's so funny you mentioned that. This so that's fucking. That's fucking hilarious. I didn't even think about that.
It looked like really far the hell out there, and it was all good.
Do you think? No, sorry. No, sorry. I'm just autistically going on about this. I'm just trying to picture like, did he make the guy walk away, or did he like walk like a football field away from this guy?
That's a really good question. It was definitely Dan Scavino, his guy who's his social media guy who's been around for like forever.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about him.
Yeah, Dan Scavino. He started as a caddy
at
Trump something, one of the clubs, and he worked for Trump his whole entire life.
That's incredible.
But he's something I think he's like kind of a fringe guy with some of his posts.
Oh boy. This guy doesn't look like a caddy, but he doesn't look like a typical politician guy to me either. But I don't know.
No, he was a Trump hangover, so that's kind of how he got in the realm.
Yeah, I see. I got you.
Yeah, but yes, that was it. So I haven't spent much time on the platform yet, but I'm excited to see what happens. But now that Elon Musk bought Twitter, do we even need Truth Social now in theory to spread quote misinformation?
I don't know. That's a good question because when it comes to that, it's like, well, Elon it kind of took the wind out of his sails, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. And what's amazing to me is that I think Twitter was a dying platform. It would have totally died had Trump not harnessed it as much as he did, like throughout 2016 election and his presidency,
Yeah.
I think he totally would have dropped off. I think Elon Musk way overpaid for Twitter, but hey, what do I know?
Yeah, I mean, I got it for free on my phone, so I don't know what he's paying for.
Oh man, look at you, slick! I'll tell
Like,
you what, you got one up on
zingers,
the man.
the zingers are zingers are coming.
Yes, I don't know what the whole end game is there, but yeah, it was interesting to see how I guess accounts have shifted, things have gotten into place. There's going to be human verification, which I think is makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Because you had all that stuff, especially during the CVID time. Like you had like all these accounts, they're just basically posting the same thing over and over again on different accounts. It was the same word for word post, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's about it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I'm not going to rejoin Twitter though. I'm not Twitter.
You're done.
It's a human cesspool.
Yeah, no, I got you. I don't even want to be a part of that. To be honest, I hate that platform. I hate consume the content on there.
That seems like the only way that anybody consumes and creates content on that platform.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like it's not good for people's mental health. I feel like you're just it's a negative cesspool, 100%.
Yeah, everybody's so miserable on there.
Yeah, I know it's weird. It's weird. Why can't just get some joy in your life, for God's sakes?
God, just sit in the sun for a minute. Take some magnesium.
Yeah, get that vitamin D.
Vitamin D. Yep, absolutely.
Oh God, yeah.
so I heard we're going to do a deep dive on. Well, maybe not the deepest dive, but a surface dive on Pixies Doolittle that you listened to.
Okay. Now listen, I had an epiphany listening to that. First of all, I gotta say this is from our original way back. We used to do these album listens like at the end of the show. I don't know if anyone even got to those. You know, you have to consume an hour and a half of content to get to our album deep dives. But like they were probably like one of my favorite parts. But the this album. Now, okay, first of all, let's set the record straight. No pun intended. All right.
Literally, yes.
Yeah, literally. Is it Pixies or the Pixies?
Oh man, I'm so glad you brought this up. I really am. I really am. There's no the if you read like literature, like even like in the sense that it would make sense, like a band, the Pixies.
Yeah.
You know, it just says a band, Pixies.
That's it. Okay. All right, I got it because I was very careful titling this, and I just said Pixies Doolittle. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Yeah, because even if you read this stuff, it would make sense. They didn't even add it. So.
Yeah. So okay, I listened to the Doolittle album, and listening to this, first of all, these guys, how would you describe the genre? Because when you sent me this, I'm like, okay, this is going to be some kind of like Beach Boys, like chill vibe kind of thing. It is like the complete opposite of that. It is like it's it's grungy, it's like energetic, it's crazy. Yeah. So what would you even describe them as? Because I'll tell you what, I listened. I didn't do any research because I kind of wanted to come in. I listened to it a few days ago, but I didn't look it up because I wanted to come in pure, like just having heard the album and what I think without knowing anything about the band.
Right. Yeah, I think. They definitely have a twist of punk in there.
Yes,
like you said, it's grunge, it's alternative, it's punk, it's in your face. But I like it because it's a good album to start with. Because I mean, not to date ourselves, but it kind of is that verging '90s grunge, '90s alternative, where alternative music was the best. Early '90s, mid '90s, '90s, all that alternative stuff was so good. I think this came out in like '89, and it was like that kind of like that first forefront into what you were going to get into with Nirvana and into with Pearl Jam and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I was listening to these guys, I was like, this sound, like I've heard this before, and it has to tie back to an anime that I saw way back in like the very early 2000s. I don't know, and this is all. It's all going to make sense. I'm going to save that for the end. But have you ever heard? Okay, without calling me a virgin beta loser, have you ever heard of Fooly Cooly?
Fooly Cooly?
Yeah.
I have not. I'm not the only anime I've ever heard of is Full Metal Alchemist.
Why is that the only one you heard of?
Literally the only one. I used to date a girl back in the day. Don't want to get into the gritty.
Yeah,
but
you say I could picture that. I could picture exactly what the girl looks like in the mannerisms.
Yeah, and she used to read. I guess they read Full Metal Alchemist.
The manga or manga, however you say it.
Yeah. No, I've never heard of Fully Coolly.
Oh my god, it's an amazing show. I'll explain it later, but the soundtrack makes that show, and we'll get back to that. But
okay, gotcha.
We're going to talk about Pixies now.
Okay.
First of all, Debaser, the very first song on the album, is absolutely amazing. I gotta say, this entire album was like a treat to listen to. Towards the end, I didn't really like some of the songs. Like I don't know, like Silver. Like when it got to Silver, I was kind of out of it. Like the last two songs, I was just kind of like, it's okay. But the rest of the entire album is amazing. Debaser is probably one of my favorites, though. Like and going into it, I'm like, okay, like this is gonna be punk, but he's like screaming. It's a super passionate kind of like album, I would say, like the whole thing.
Yeah, 100%. And it's only like 40 minutes long, I think, or like a half hour or something like that. It's short. And that's Frank Black. That's classic Frank Black, your vocalist. I think he goes by Black Francis now. I don't know. He's like one of these guys, completely insufferable.
Artist formerly known now.
He did a remember iTunes back in the day where they would like do like an artist curated playlist. Like you would put like your Ice from Ice and Dixon, his playlist. So he did one. It was all Burl Ives who sang that song "Holly Jolly Christmas."
Oh,
so it was the whole playlist was all Burl Ives songs. that was the playlist. Every single song was Burl Ives. just a weird dude, but evidently some sort of genius.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
that's great. I mean, like he's really good now. Is he British? Like, what is he?
He's American.
He's American. Okay, this is an American band.
Yeah, they all went to UMass in Massachusetts.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. I also love. I'll have to go through my notes here because I was literally writing these down as I was listening. But I love. Man, I can't think of what song it was now. But just like the woman vocalist in the band, I love her little like. Because she doesn't really sing much throughout the song. Does she play any? Does she play any instruments?
Oh yeah, she's the bass player.
Okay, really, I gotta say, really good bass lines too. I like that they made like the songs like bass heavy on some of them. Like some of them, the bass is like the melody of it.
Yes, 100%, absolutely. So yeah, it's Kim Deal, and then he had Frank Black, and they kind of went back and forth. But one of my favorite songs, and I think everybody's gonna say, "Oh, it's so cliche," whatever. But "Monkey Gone to Heaven." I don't know why I love that song.
Yeah, I love that. I love that too. I actually wrote down. I said at first I wasn't feeling this song until the chorus came in, and then then I really got into it.
Yep. Yeah, it was just kind of one of those random things.
Yeah, and like all these. That's another thing. All these songs, like if you listen to the lyrics, they're all. Now this whole album, would you say it tells a cohesive story, or all these songs are just about something different? Because I looked up like what some of them are about, and they don't seem to really like all click together.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's just kind of just together. They're just together on, but they're all separate, you know.
Yeah, but they all kind of have like. Actually, I wouldn't even say they have the same tone because they're kind of all over the place. But like, my favorite song, and this is probably. And I imagine like the normie thing to say if you're listening to Pixies. Could you guess what my favorite song on the album is?
Crackety Jones.
Oh, I did like that.
Here Comes Your Man.
Yes, yeah. Here Comes Your Man. I absolutely love that. I wrote down funky beach surf vibe groove going on.
That's absolutely. You know what's funny is that if you it's like it goes into like you said, debaser, and then you have like I think it's wave and mutilation, and then something else, and then it goes into Here Comes Your Man, like this real light, just kind of like 50s vibe almost, you know.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Even Wave of Mutilation, like the name of the song, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be like a super dark song. Who's gonna be screaming a lot, but even that's like
Right.
more upbeat than
Yes.
like Tame and Debaser and stuff like that.
Yes. 100%. And I like how that works. It just kind of like stops. It reminds me of like not really, but kind of like there's this Pink Floyd albums where like the song would fade out and like you turn it, you think like the record's basically broken. So you
Yeah.
turn it all the way up. The theory was
Oh.
you turn it all the way up, and it's just a woman screaming at the other end. Like that's like the whole. It just kind of brings you real high up, and you're like real like just like angsty, and then you're kind of just like mellowed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's. Wait, did they purposely do that? You said.
I think in theory, yeah, in theory, because I know the stories that I've heard is everybody's like, oh well, it sounds like it's like something happened to the vocal or to the record, whatever it is, and then you turn it up all the
Oh
way in
shit.
theory, and then it's this woman like just screaming at the top of her lungs.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Oh, by the way, we had someone in chat before. It was
Really?
yeah, a person named Zoe, and they just said no, 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 no. That was
Oh,
that
all
was
right.
that was that was earlier though. I think that's when we were talking about Truth Social. Oh man, I
Gee,
missed
damn
it.
it.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I missed that
Sorry,
one.
Zoe.
I have the log here. I could have we could have interacted. I apologize, Zoe. If you're listening to this on the re-upload, then I apologize. But
Zoe or Zoe?
Zoe. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is
Uh,
okay. We had one
uh.
random comment, and he said, when am I coming on your show?" And that might
Oh,
have been this person, I think.
uh, okay. Well, that's interesting. But are we have room for a third host? Ice.
I don't know. It might have been a show where we said we're gonna take on like bring someone on as a guest or something like that. That's probably what it was.
This serial axe murderer. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah. Yeah.
I love.
Debaser.
I'd love to have random guests on the show. They just hop in the call and they give like an opinion and it's like, Ice, your opinion sucks on pet sounds or something like that. Have big time
after,
debates going back and forth. That'd be great.
after this song, you're talking about like kind of like surf vibes
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on Doolittle. You should listen to "Where Is My Mind."
Where is my mind? Okay,
Yeah, Pixies.
right. That's just a song, right?
Just a song. I don't
Okay,
remember what album it's from. Let me look up real quick. Uh, oh, it's on Surfer Rosa.
okay.
I'm not a big. I don't know if I. Yeah, I wasn't a big. Yeah, I liked it.
I
I definitely liked it.
I I also like I Bleed.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I like that song. That how the guitar plays into the chorus and everything. I thought that was pretty interesting. Oh, overall, it's just a really it's an interesting album because first of all, I was not expecting it. Second of all, I like the punk
Right.
kind of vibes to it, and I like the vocals because he's all over the place. He's singing, he's screaming, he's like talking in some of them, like talk
Yes.
singing, and I don't know. I really appreciated that. The thing that I liked the most was the guitars and like all the instrumentals were really good. Like the tone of them,
Yes.
they captured that like punk like kind of angsty vibe without going like
Well,
too far.
right. 100%. Absolutely. That's definitely a good angsty, angry '90s
Yes.
alternative. Or like '89, whatever. But you're getting into that. You see where a lot of from this album. You see where a lot of stuff started. Like you talk like Smashing Pumpkins, all those kinds of bands. Like I said before, like you
Yeah.
definitely see where things are going. This is just like kind of like the tip of the iceberg. Where it all started.
Yeah, like I would love like if I was like an angsty teen. Like I love this now, but I would love it if I listened to it like when I was an angsty teen, like 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that brings me back to Fully Cooling.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. All right. I actually I closetly enjoy anime. I really do. So
Really? I had
yeah.
no idea. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Not many people do. I remember I told my girlfriend, and it was like
Oh no.
it was like I was coming out to her. She's like, "Oh well, all right. Well, we just won't talk about that."
Immediately starts moving
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Leaves the house immediately. But no, okay. So this is one when I saw when I was young. It was on Adult Swim, like when Adult Swim first came out,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Okay.
it's it's a wacky show. It's like 8 episodes in the entire thing. but it's about this. When I watched as a kid, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I like relate. I relate to this somehow. Well, it's all an art piece by the guy who wrote it about like it's a coming of age story. It's about this kid. He's going through school and he's like all these things are happening. Girls, he's getting in fights. Like he's jealous of people. And then he like grows up to be, like realize that he's he has to like overcome all this stuff.
Oh,
right.
Interesting.
It's way more than that though. It's super wacky. But the people that wrote the soundtrack, they're called the Pillows.
Right.
And while I was listening to Doolittle, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, these guys sound exactly like someone I've heard, and it's the Pillows. And I'm like, they sound so similar. I mean, the Pillows is obviously Japanese, but like,
okay,
they're like everything is like, it's so similar. And then I look into it. Turns out the Pillows were directly inspired by Pixies.
How do you like that?
They have like they have a song that's like dedicated to them or something, like inspired by them or whatever. Like the Pillows have a song that's by them, and I'm like this is amazing. Like this is great. This is something from like like 20 years ago in my life that's like coming back to me now, and like I absolutely love the soundtrack to that show, and I'm like
that is so funny.
I know it fits so well. It was like angsty. It was punk. It was like it was great, and yeah. So I'm like, that makes sense. That's why I like this, and that's why I like the Pillows. Like it all matched up. But yeah, if you ever want to watch that show, I don't know if you
seem a little heavy. This is focused on a 12-year-old boy whose suburban life is disturbed. This is fantastic. This is awesome. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a wacky show. They came with 2 new ones that followed like a girl who was going through school, but I don't think it was as well received.
Oh, really? You ever watch Invader Zim?
Yeah, that was a great show. Loved it.
I've never seen one episode of Invader Zim in my life, but it seems like everybody loves it.
It was okay. It was good at first, but then it kind of got like really fucked up. Like it was like really weird, like gross out kind of humor. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. It was like that Ren and Stimpy. I would say.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy was always a little too much for me. I was more of a Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life guy.
Oh yeah.
But the same girl that was into Full Metal Alchemist also watched Invader Zim.
Okay, well that makes sense. I could pit. This is like hitting all the stereotypes that I'm thinking of this girl.
God, that was I thinking. What a douchebag.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
that was my like artistic phase where like I wore like flannel all the time. And I was gonna be a poet for a minute. I was just gonna write. You have no idea. You don't know what I could write.
Well, yeah, you still are a lyricist. I'll give you that. You write some good lyrics. I'll tell you that.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad my one God-given talent isn't completely wasted.
Can't wait to drop our album on this channel though. Once we get so many viewers, it's gonna be crazy.
Speaking of big time drop, just to tease a little bit. In the coming weeks, big time Beach Boys box set release coming up this June. 6 vinyl records, total deep dive.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, it's been really dig.
That's That's what Young Bay did, and I missed out. I know they're not comparable, but
yeah, it's gonna be a deep dive into the sounds of summer, which is basically like the greatest hits. But the thing is, they have so much. Yeah, they have so much studio material that I've liked it. Like a couple of years ago, maybe like 2 years ago or a year ago, they released a Feel Flows box set, and that was focused on the sort of that late 60s, 68, 69, 70 of those kind of albums, which you don't really hear about.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool. So I'm excited to do a deep dive. 6 hours straight, an hour per record. So we'll see how it goes. And then, but you had some. I heard you got some good stuff this past weekend at Record Store Day.
Oh yeah. So Record Store Day was that was a lot of fun. I went there. It was electric in there. There were a lot of people. It was they had some free swag, coming in and out. Had some posters and whatnot. I actually didn't. Yeah, they had posters, but they were all like psychedelic, like kind of things, and I was just that's not my vibe. So
your vibe, right?
Plus, there were like 10 kids crowding around it, so I kind of just like walked out. I hovered. I like tried to like sneak through, and I was like, okay, I don't want any of this stuff. But yeah, so I I went through. I actually picked up a lot of stuff, and the one modern record that I picked up was Daft Punk Discovery.
Oh, nice.
One of my absolute favorite. We could talk about that next show, but that is honestly one of my favorite albums. I absolutely love that. I now think what you want about Daft Punk. I know that you're not too fond of them, but
Oh, well, who said that? What are you talking about? I like Daft Punk.
I think like didn't you say they're like political views or something? They're like
No,
oh okay.
I saw. I know. Ice. What? Oh, you're putting me
I
on a
don't know. I'm
natural
sorry.
spotlight. No, no, no. What it was, I saw them with their masks off, and it's kind of like, ew,
Mm,
like cringe,
yeah, yeah,
cringe beta.
ruin it for yeah. See,
Yeah.
I don't, I really don't want to. I don't want to see who's under the mask. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So, but yeah, no, like their Discovery is like absolutely amazing, and we could talk about it a little bit. Did you know that? I mean, I probably should have figured this. I'm sure most DJs from that time did, and a lot of DJs do it now. But you know, all of those songs are samples.
No kidding. Wow, I didn't know that.
But they, but I listened to the actual sample, like where it's from, like the original, and
Yeah.
they do it in a way that they mash it up and like they do something to it, chop it up, reverse it, whatever, that you can't even tell
Right.
that the they use the sample like an instrument. I would say it's not just like
Right.
it's not like they just take a segment and throw it in the song and like slow it down or something. It's like I don't know. You'd have to listen to understand like what I'm
I
talking
understand. No,
about. Yeah,
I
yeah,
got you. I'm with you. That's pretty cool. Absolutely.
yeah. It's pretty
Not
awesome. And
just chopped. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, it actually made me appreciate them even more because I'm like, man, it definitely take like I know that in the music community there's a lot of talk against sampling. It's like, oh well, you just stole this,
Right.
and I get that to an extent, but if you change it in a way enough, like that it's definitely an art form in itself. Like you could take a sample and like to make it sound good and meld
Hmm.
into a song, and and then of course they're adding drums over it, they're adding instruments and everything like that. But because they
Absolutely.
didn't, yeah. So I don't know, it just made me appreciate them more as like artists because they were able to like say, hey, this sounds good. What can we do with it?
Right.
And let's also add more stuff onto it. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, that was a huge stepping stone for me at least going into like electronic music. That was the very first album of electronic music I ever listened to.
Yeah, that's definitely a classic, and I love when you have those albums you can look back on and think, "Oh, this is what I thought about it, and this is what made me listen to this, and this is how it started this." You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
that's
no,
cool.
yeah, that honestly started to get me into music production,
Wow,
which is yeah.
wow, and then you locked yourself to dance.
Wow.
Amazing. Wow.
Wow, that was really good. I have to say too, the artwork in there is like it's so good. I absolutely love
Yeah,
that. It's another thing I love about the vinyls too is you get that like artwork and it's like this you can't tell what it is, but it's like this like glimmering. It looks like it's from the '80s, and it's like a
yeah,
like lights coming out and like fog and stuff. It's so cool. It's awesome.
absolutely, 100%. I
Yeah.
bought the last Daft Punk Daft Punk
Hmm.
piece of vinyl I bought. I think it was the first and the last was they did a the Tron soundtrack when that
Oh,
came out.
yeah.
So
They
they had
got
these.
some good songs on there.
Yeah, I never listened to it, but they had like three different versions of the disc that they released. So I bought all the different versions that I think they were all regional. So I had to hunt for them.
So you got the vinyl of it?
Yeah, it's like kind of like a picture disc.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, so I don't even know what they're worth. I haven't looked at them, but if they're even worth anything. But I think there was like two or three different colors on the disc, just like the Tron logo.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking at them. I'm looking at them right now.
yeah,
They look awesome. There's a blue one, and there's like an orange and a black one.
yeah, yeah. For some reason, well, that's just how I am. Like I bought the one for whatever
Yeah.
reason. Like, oh, this is cool, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have the rest of them. So that was it.
Yeah, that's I worry that I'm gonna get into that too because I got like I'm just looking at albums and it's some of them are like limited edition colors and I'm like I want that.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
can't just have the regular vinyl, the black vinyl press.
Yeah, that's my freakazoid thing is that I'll buy like if there's like a different version, I'll buy like the regular version, and then I'll buy the other version, and then if there's a box set, I'll buy that version. That's like a classic Beach Boys thing. They'll release like three different versions, so I'll just buy all of
I, I, I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, like it's all about collecting, right? Oh my goodness, what is this?
What's this? What?
This is unbelievable. I gotta show this on the screen. This is disgusting.
What's going on?
Someone took a Daft Punk vinyl LP and turned it into a bowl.
Oh
They
yeah, that's a big thing. That's a
they
big thing they
melted
do.
it.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
Daft Punk homework no less with Around the World on it. Unbelievable.
I hate when they do that, or they hang them on the wall or
Oh
something. Like art out of
God,
them.
this is disgusting. I hate this.
You go on Etsy, it's vinyl things are it's a big thing. I think they make purses and shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what came up. And it's a beautiful, like, translucent blue record, but I guess he ain't using that for anything anymore.
What a shame.
Oh man, yeah, I'm a vinyl purist, so you know.
Yeah, you know what's up. Like audio
Seriously though,
technica. But
I mean,
no,
honestly,
yeah,
how much do you think Homework LP is worth? That's probably like $80 right there.
homework. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about the Daft Punk market. I never really looked into it, but I'm sure. Yeah, because they have such a limited catalog. You know.
I don't know. Well, do you hate shit like that or no? Or does that
It
not bother you?
doesn't really bother me. Not really.
Oh wow, I guess I'm more of a purist than you, huh?
Yeah, I guess that's what I get is what it is. I mean, I could see no that would bother me, 'cause especially if it's a limited release.
Yeah.
Like I hate when people like I'm more like a t-shirt purist. Like when people like cut the sleeves off t-shirts, I can't stand that.
I got you. Yeah,
Oh
that
man,
grinds
drives
your
me
gears,
insane.
huh?
Yeah, and you had a friend that for whatever reason thought it was
Yeah, no,
funny to
I
cut
did.
your
It's
sleeves off
exactly.
of everything
Oh
you
my
own. And
god.
I was so pissed
Is
about it. It wasn't even my shirt.
I know
I was so unbelievably pissed.
we should have fought him like right there.
Yeah, we should just beat him up.
Yeah. I mean, like why you cut my sleeves off?
I wish I could have
Oh
joined you at
man.
RSD, but I had a prior commitment.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You know, it would have been great. We could have shot live from there, but that's okay. We'll do
Oh,
it.
that's true. Yeah.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it next year for sure. You know, it was a lot of fun. Let me ask you this though: the way the store was set up, are there like so you showed me that list.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
where does that go? Where does that go into? I don't understand. Like
Wait, what do you mean?
like
Like we're
okay, there's 500 of like let's just say Doolittle. They're doing
yeah,
a repress of it. And there's 500 of them.
yeah,
Where does that get
yeah,
distributed? Is that at like my local shop or like where does that go
yeah.
to?
You have to be like a participant of
Okay.
of the thing. So like they might the store that we go to, like the one section is always like to your right in front of the cash register.
Yeah.
That's like always all the record store day stuff. And they have like some hangovers that like that like maybe they got an extra copy or whatever. But like then like if there's 500 copies, well they might get one or maybe they'll get three. You know?
Okay. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
that makes
yeah.
sense. Okay, yeah. So because I was looking at that and they did have like a huge display of like new records and stuff that I assume it had to be from Record Day,
Yeah.
but yeah,
They have a lot of new vinyl there all the time though. Like
yeah.
if you go in there any day, they have a ton of new vinyl.
I was gonna pick up I can't think they sing Pumped Up Kicks. Um
Oh,
I got
that shit band.
yeah. You don't
I
like
can't. Yeah, I
that?
can't stand that song.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
But
about Columbine. So edgy. Oh my
uh
wow.
oh, is that what it was about?
Yeah, or a school shooting in some regard.
That makes me not like it now. Uh, yeah, Foster's People.
Pretty, yeah,
They
pretty
had
morbid.
the yeah, no, it really is. They had this one album and then they're done like that, right? I don't think they have anything
Yeah,
else.
I don't think so. You know who else is like that? That one. Oh, was it Gautier? Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Yeah,
I just turned 21 that summer, and it was every bar I went into that song was playing, and it's good memories, but it's a real shit song.
yeah, no, it really is. That's like from the era of like I feel like it was trying to be. Oh man, I don't even know like not edgy. Like
youthful. I don't know.
But it was trying to be like hipster, yeah, like hipster music.
Yes.
It was trying to bring like hipster music mainstream, and like I don't know. I never liked that song, and I didn't understand why so many people liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
I
guess it
mean,
was catchy. I don't know.
I guess so. But it's so like depressing, right?
Yeah,
Like I don't
it is.
know.
It is an interesting vibe that it gives off. Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, I mean he's gone now. Who knows where he is?
Yeah, that was it. One and done.
Yeah, rest in peace.
So what else did you get? So you got what else? You got some Daft Punk. You got some. I heard you got some oldies. You got some funk, some blues.
Yeah, so I got a bunch of random jazz records that were like
Oh, nice.
a dollar a piece, just random ones. Some of them were still in the plastic.
Really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So I picked them up because just for sampling purposes. I might listen to them too, depending on like
Yeah.
what I think about them. But I need a vinyl to USB connector so I could rip
Yeah.
them to my computer. That's the only thing I have to figure out. But I mean,
Straight
like,
rip.
yeah, yeah, straight rip. But I like jazz to begin with, though. It's easy listening, you know.
You ever listen to Kind of Blue, Miles Davis?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, you gotta listen to that album too.
Is that a classic?
Yeah, that's like the first and only jazz record I've ever listened. Well, I listened to some other stuff, but if you're into jazz and it's cliche, but it's like it just puts the vibe it puts out is just really really cool.
I'll definitely have to check it out because I kind of like experience old jazz records through like I guess just searching for samples. There was this one YouTube channel called the Vinyl Frontier, and
Oh, nice.
they just rip vinyls and like they upload them to YouTube, and then you just kind of you go on there and then you could save the video or like record it and sample it, and that's what a lot of people do. But it's also nice because you just get to listen to stuff that normally it's not on Spotify. Like you're not going to find it
Yeah,
anywhere except on a vinyl. That's another thing that I think is pretty cool. Like these these artists that are like long gone now are like locked behind just a vinyl sitting somewhere, and like you just have to play it again, or else you're never going to hear them from like Spotify or anything like that. So it's like a time capsule almost.
that's so true.
Uh,
There's not to keep going on about the Beach Boys, but they when in their 25th anniversary tour in the 80s, they Sunkissed Soda was the sponsor.
hmm
So you could send away to Sunkissed for they had different merchandise like hats and stuff, but they had a record they were giving away, and it has this one recording, a live recording of this one song, and there's nowhere else you can get it. So
Really?
it's like yeah, it's only on that release for whatever reason. So I bought one, but I got it still shrink wrapped. And I never opened it. It has a poster and stuff
Wow.
in it, so I have it still shrink wrapped. But I want to get one that's open, or that I could listen to it and hear what it's all about.
That'd be. I mean, like, have you heard the song that's on there?
I can't think of what it is. I think so. I mean, but it's just this one single version that's supposed to be pretty good. That's only on that release for whatever reason.
I got you. That's pretty interesting. I don't know that. See, like, yeah, there's cool stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Is it 25 years of good vibrations? Is that the one? Is that the?
It has a big sun-kissed logo on it.
I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah. There's a
20 for sale for only $5. That can't be right.
maybe that's what it is. Maybe they made because when I bought mine, I bought it like mid 2000s, and they were like I don't think there was a whole ton of them around.
Yeah,
And but now maybe the market's saturated.
that's probably what. Oh yeah, if you want a mint one, they're going for like $35. It says on here.
Yeah,
But if
what
you
do I
want
have? I
one
have a
that's
mint one.
yeah, if you want one that's all open and scratched up, it's
Yeah.
$10. $10 total.
Oh, I should get one of those.
Yeah, you should. Maybe I'll get it for you for Christmas. Don't spend your money.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
wait a few, wait an entire year, and then I'll get it
All right, sounds great.
to you. Christmas. Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Oh
they
yeah,
they
yeah.
skyrocket in price immediately.
Get fucked.
Yeah. Sorry, idiot.
Should have listened to me, you idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. Well, I'm glad you
Yeah,
had a
good
good
stuff.
first successful record store deck. That was good.
Yeah, it was awesome. Another thing.
Yeah.
Another thing I got to say. So remember I'm sure all the viewers will remember last week when I talked about my tragic Gorillas experience when I didn't get the
Yes.
Gorillas Demon Days.
Yes.
Well, it came in,
Oh,
but
thank God.
but here's the problem though. They there's no there's no sleeve. There's no sleeve for it. They came in like just plastic.
Oh,
I and I don't know if I didn't read like the condition code right or something like that, but
like there's no
yeah,
cardboard?
no.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm like, well, what am I gonna do with it? It's like it's in like a thick plastic bag.
Is that how it shipped? I mean, is that
Yeah,
how like it was released?
I that's a good question. I should probably look into this before getting all getting all pissed at the supplier.
Yeah, accusatory. That seems very odd.
Yeah, yeah.
That they would just neglect to put in the gatefold.
The gatefold. Yeah, that's the term for it. But yeah, no, I actually now that I'm looking at it on the old Discogs, it looks like it is in fact just in a plastic bag.
Oh, well, mystery solved. Just
Guess
stewing for days.
yeah. I guess I'm the idiot here.
Can't believe this. Can't believe they screwed me like this.
But and also the way that they did the album, it's an entire picture. It's like you know how the Gorillas have the little like cartoon characters of them.
Yeah.
It takes up the entire vinyl, which actually looks pretty cool.
So it's a picture disc.
Yes, picture did. Is that
Oh,
what is that
cool.
what you call it? Yeah, it's pretty neat.
That's cool. Put it up on the screen so we can all see it.
Yeah, here we go. So it looks just like this. Got it right
That's cool.
here. Yeah, no, it looks really cool. I was just upset, but yeah, like you could see if you look at the picture right here, you could see the plastic like around it, and I guess
Usually
that.
that's how the picture discs usually ship or like are released in like a real
Oh,
the thick,
okay.
like it's almost like an envelope. Is like
Yes.
it opens from the top and then you have the record inside.
Yeah, you could all. Yeah, if you look close, you could even see it. Like right, you can see a little
Yeah,
envelope.
that's
Yeah.
usually how they release those picture discs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
You learn
Well,
something new every day, yeah.
well, I guess I'm an idiot. Oh, I hate
No, just relax.
I hate this place. I can't believe they. This is a what is this a fake?
0 stars.
Yeah.
Never buying from them again.
Oh man, that's great though, and I'm excited to listen to it now. I didn't get a chance to yet.
So everything you're buying, you're like planning on listening to. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I've listened to so far I've listened to every album that I've purchased so far.
No kidding. Good for you, boy. I
Yeah,
wish I could listen to stuff I bought. It's just I just can't.
maybe maybe I'm not a purist because I get I rip it right open. I'm like
But see, that's what's how it's supposed to be enjoyed. I'm like a psychotic
yeah.
individual, just with all these files and they're sealed, and I seal them again. It's just
Oh my god, that's so
it's
funny.
almost a stress thing
Yeah.
more so than enjoying.
Yeah, maybe this is like maybe this isn't a hobby for you. It's just like a it's like it's a weird like amalgamation of like some kind of stress that you have or something.
One thing I can control in my life is that I don't listen to the music I buy.
Oh my god, that's so funny. The one thing I could control this. That's hilarious.
what a what a
That's so
sick
funny.
freak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you listen to that? No, I don't know what it sounds like. I have no idea. What was on it? I don't even know. I have
I don't
no
know. I
idea.
don't know. I don't know. I have it though. I have it.
Yeah,
It's here.
believe me, I got it here
It's
somewhere.
it's never leaving. It's with me forever.
It's like
Oh man.
those Tron things. I've never listened to them ever. I just bought them to have them.
Oh my god, you're something. So it's more like a collectible thing for you, which I mean that's cool though because
Yeah, there's a collectible thing, but I like to hear it too on vinyl. Like I like to hear a lot of the stuff I buy. Like the last thing is a lot of times I'll buy two: one to seal, one to keep closed, and one to listen to.
oh yeah, yeah for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's a good idea. Though also I got another album that I even forgot that I ordered it. Chill. This is just for like listening pleasure. It's not like well it kind of is a collectible because it's a limited release like orange vinyl. It's
Oh, nice.
Chill Hop Essentials Fall 2021.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I saw they still had some available, so I picked it up and I just got it. So that's gonna be some nice, easy listen on the weekends, like when I'm making breakfast or something.
That's cool. What do you have? Are you making breakfast this weekend?
Um, I might. Oh, hey, did you know they came out with 647 bagels?
647 Bay. What is that?
You never heard of 647 bread?
Now, what is that?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you make
Is it like
sandwiches,
Ezekiel? Is it like Ezekiel bread?
no, it's
Ah,
literally
okay.
like it's like straight up white bread with like half of the calories and like 2 grams of carbs. It's absolutely insane,
Really?
and it
Really?
it tastes exactly everything. The texture, the taste, everything is exactly like bread. I do not know how they do it.
Really?
Yeah, it's wild. So like one, and they're huge slices too, because you know how you get like that like the 45 calorie like delight bread that's like wheat and it's all bullshit and it's like paper thin.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's like full thick, like one, like wonder. We're talking Wonder Bread slices, and they have like no carbs. Like if you were doing keto, which I used to do, it would be good if you were doing like a dirty keto.
Really?
Hmm.
This is fantastic. I'm gonna check this out.
No, seriously, yeah. Look for 647 bread. So yeah, but anyway, like they just came out with bagels now, and they're like 150 calories as opposed to like 320 that you get from like the regular brands. And
Wow.
yeah, so I might make it like a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich while I'm listening to my Chill Hop 2021.
I've never heard of that. This is awesome. This is great.
Seriously, if you're looking to cut calories and you don't want
I
to
am.
but you don't want to sacrifice, pick up
Okay.
647 bread today. That's an
Okay.
ad sponsored.
Thanks 647. Thanks. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for the care package. Can't wait to dive into the new bagels.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the pre-release bagels.
Thanks for the beta bagels.
Yeah. Oh man. Good
well,
stuff.
that's great. You know what? So then they do the record store day again in November on Black Friday. So
Oh, okay, great.
yeah,
We'll have to attend.
yeah, absolutely. I think they
I'm
have a
watching.
shorter list though. Since you're the list guy, they have a shorter list than usually than the regular
I'm
record store day.
big. I'm big on the list. If Doolittle comes out, I'm gonna pick it up.
I'm sure they've had something. They have to have had some sort of release somehow, somewhere along the lines.
Oh, for
They've been
sure.
doing it for like 15 years, I think.
I wonder. I wonder how much that is right now. Looks like they're starting at. Looks like they're starting at $28
Oh,
for
there you
one of
go.
them. Yeah, so that's not too bad. This honestly might be on my list for like next purchase.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you listening to? Maybe you should give me something to listen to.
Oh man. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to think about this.
A lot of good ones. So
Yeah.
many good ones. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of something this is hard because I can't think of anything you haven't listened to.
Oh man.
That's like I mm, I'm definitely gonna have to think about this one. We might have to do this BTS. I might have to text you like after the show and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I thought of it. This is it." And then next week you'll come on the show and listen to it.
All right. Sounds good. That sounds like a
Yeah.
plan. BTS definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That sounds good. Yeah. It'll be like it'll be like something like that's like the most lame like like a pop out. Listen to Katy Perry.
Pitbull's greatest
Yeah.
hits 2020.
Yeah. Oh man.
I used to like Katy Perry before she shaved her head.
What's up with these women? Well,
I don't know, man.
as soon as that happens, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, no, she was such a fox back in the day. Now she's just weird.
You hate to see it. These celebs are just like I don't even know.
That's the truth.
You know how I am with them. And then the whole Megan Fox thing came out. I mean, come
Oh
on,
yeah, yeah.
unbelievable,
They
absolutely.
drink each other's blood for what reason?
Yeah, they actually did that. I remember we, watchers of the old show, we talked
Yeah,
about this, and like it was kind of like
yeah.
a haha joke. Like I didn't really think that they actually did that, but they do. It sounds like this machine gun. Mr. Machine Gun has like a has some kind of weird blood fetish. I have a
Oh
feeling there's a
God.
lot of blood involved during sex. Like he probably pulls out a knife, and like, it's absolutely disgusting.
Uh,
But yeah, just from what she says, it's like absolutely insane.
it really is. It's just unbelievable. It's disgusting. Because what is that? What is that? I don't know if I understand it, but I guess that's how it is.
It just I just think they put themselves up there. They're like, we do this because we understand the world, and like this is just this is our ritual. This is what we do. This is normal. Your
You
society's
know,
not normal. Like that's what it is.
yeah, it's exactly. Do you see that? I hate to get into this, but
Yeah,
it's you're saying like, oh, the society's not normal. It should bend to us, basically.
yeah.
You see that? There's this TikToker, and she's a little overweight,
Okay,
and
little weight
but
challenge.
yeah, but she does these TikToks where like it's like, okay, how do you travel as a heavy or set person? Like,
Right.
what's your best bet? So she was on this plane, and I guess the plane there wasn't enough leg room. The tray table wouldn't come down. She didn't have enough room to get into the bathroom, and it was this whole basically became like she was like kind of giving a scathing review of the airline. I was surprised
What?
to see when I read that most of the comments were like, "No, this is on you, not the airline." Basically, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of TikTokers, you know,
Yes. Yeah.
they definitely don't have like a lot of like it's not like Twitter, I'll say.
Right.
I think they don't go for that like kind of outlook on
Yeah. It
life
seems
cuz
like
like
it's more normal people. Yeah. Anyway, God.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
100% cuz if she posted that on Twitter it'd be like, "Oh, yes, Queen Slay, get them. We're going to cancel American Airlines. Like, oh, you guys are bigots and like let's attack them." Like that. You're beautiful. Like we love you. If a guy doesn't find you attractive, like it's just all bullshit
Yeah.
like that. But if
Yeah.
on TikTok, it's like, hey, like you're fat. Like get over it. Like
Yeah.
that's your fault.
I know it's so surprising to see that. It's wild. It's just amazing.
Hmm.
But I wonder if where society would be if Twitter was never a platform. Like we had this just vacuum of ideas and opinions, and you can't say anything else. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying sometimes it's good to look at the other side, which they don't think is an option at all.
Yeah, but I mean, I think with
Uh,
Elon, I think you're going to see both sides really get their fair shot at it, I guess. But I
I
don't
hope so.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think a lot of people on the right are going to join Twitter in the coming months.
Yeah. It's already been an explosion in terms of their
Oh yeah,
registered users already.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't blame them because they probably feel like they were censored and now they're coming to it. So I think
Hmm.
I don't know. I think it's a good thing for the platform Twitter overall. Like if you want to talk about it
Mm.
as a money making entity, it definitely benefits.
Sure. So absolutely, absolutely. So I think that Elon Musk, friend of the show, stop by anytime. We'll
Yeah,
discuss
please.
the strategy.
Yeah, Elon, get on here, please. Give us
maybe
give us.
that's Zoe.
Oh my God, maybe it is. It's one of his kids. What's his kid's name? Like A Alpha plus Zeta V, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. What a weirdo.
No, he's wacky too. They're all wacky.
Yeah, he's definitely whacked.
Yeah, but
I didn't realize. Good, sorry.
no, it'd be but he's like the most normal, like rich person, I would say.
Yeah, that's really saying a lot. And I
Well,
didn't realize
yeah,
he dated.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't realize he dated Amber Heard too. Now Amber Heard and Johnny Depp are in court,
Wait, are you kidding me?
and yeah, Elon Musk dated Amber Heard before Johnny Depp.
Oh, I did hear that because they were gonna say that they were gonna like bring Elon in court to like testify about how like she acts and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember that.
God, it's just the case. It seems like it's just a total, absolute, one-sided case of narcissism on her part. And I hate to be like this, but
Yeah,
I think Johnny Depp is. I think Johnny Depp's kind of got railroaded on this whole thing.
yeah. I mean, like I honestly haven't been listening too much to it, but I knew the background. I feel like this has been in the works for a while. Like I feel like this was coming.
Yeah,
Like the trial was set up and everything. Um, but I think the biggest thing is the fact that she said that that recording they got of her that said, "No one's gonna believe you. You're a white man. Like, go try to
Yes.
say that I abuse you,"
Yes.
which is really disgusting. Um, like, but I mean, it just goes to show you, like, some of these people that that cry abuse are doing it for their own gain, and like nothing actually
Yeah.
happens. So yeah, I think if you look at it like that, it's like probably the case that Amber Heard is lying. I would say.
You gotta watch some of the videos because they're hilarious. Because the Amber Heard's lawyers are like look like they're absolutely like just buffoons, and Johnny Depp cool as a cucumber.
Oh
And he
yeah,
says these hilarious things. Like it's hilarious. You gotta check out some of the clips. They're awesome.
I um I saw the one where we're talking about a mega pint or
Yeah, the
something.
mega pint of red wine.
Yeah, and then he was talking about like a box of sea cane or something like that. Or
Yeah.
yeah,
It was like the one was like, "Who am I donating my jizz to?" Like these real what's the text? Like these real disgusting
Oh
texts he would
my
send her.
god.
It was pretty funny. That's great. And the one they would like object, and he's like objecting to his own question from Amber Heard's lawyer was just completely ridiculous.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So I mean, it's more tragic for Johnny Depp because I think he got kicked out of Pirates of the Caribbean because of it. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think we gotta. Companies will never do this, but I think they gotta cool it and like chill, sit back and
Hmm.
listen before they just say, "Oh." I mean, like I mean, you could destroy someone's entire life. Like, let's
Yeah.
say, like you got famous and
Wow.
you're acting. I mean, we're already famous right now, but you're
Yes.
acting or something. And then
Okay.
someone who doesn't like you, someone from your past says like, "Oh my god, there's Dixon on the big screen. Like he's a millionaire and everything." I'm going to come out and say that he astrally harassed me. And then
Yes.
suddenly she comes out, says that on Twitter, blows up, and then suddenly your agent's calling you, be like, "Dixon, baby, I'm sorry, it's over. You got this big thing going on."
Wow, your Hollywood agent impressions. Spot on. God, you're so talented.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Love
Well, yeah,
it.
you know what I mean. It would be like that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely,
yeah, like
absolutely.
you
Yeah,
could, that's literally all you have to do.
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's really. I'm still laughing about your impression. That's fantastic. Oh man,
Uh,
crack me up.
Uh, good stuff. Well, we hope the best for John for old Depp there.
Yeah, another show. Stop
uh,
by after this is all over. We'll
yeah,
discuss it. Yeah.
yeah. Come on, Johnny. We'll maybe we'll come to your pad, or like we can record it in house and we'll get the lowdown.
Well, on first exclusive IND.
Wow. Could you imagine? Okay, hear me out. If I was a rich famous person,
Yes.
I would look around for like I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna these guys are
Yes.
talking about me. I'm gonna jump on as a guest. Like, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
why am I
Absolutely.
gonna why am I gonna jump on Jerry? He's got enough money. Let me just find a random person on YouTube who has like 10 subs.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely. I agree with you. Yeah. It's direct to the people.
I would do. I think it'd be so. I think it'd be so cool. It'd be funny, but
That would be
that's just
funny.
me. That's just me.
Well, maybe when we hit it big, we can go from this
Yeah.
podcast to another podcast, and then we'll see how it goes.
Ice and Diction show up where?
Can't believe we did this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just the title. Can't believe we
Yeah.
did it.
I love it.
That's good stuff. Good
Well,
show. That was a good show. Yeah, that was fun.
yeah. Thanks for sharing all this stuff. This is awesome. I'm glad you were able to listen and shop and make it all happen.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And thank you for giving me that recommendation because I added some to the Spotify rotation. I'm going to be looking for that as a new purchase, and I found a band that I enjoy. That was fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Very good. Well, next
Yeah.
week more fun.
Yeah, more fun to be had.